So the Los Angeles Lakers lost to the Los Angeles Clippers. After the game, several reporters asked LeBron James about the future of the Los Angeles Lakers, about them contending, being at least a contending team this year. LeBron James sort of took jabs at the front office, saying, "We barely have much room for error. This is unfortunately what we're stuck with how the team is constructed as of right now." And when you look at how the team is constructed right now, and you look at they still have they still have LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers are barely a 500 team. They're not good enough to win a title, or at least contend to win a title. And they're not that bad where they're going to get a high top level draft pick. And I've been saying this for the past couple of years with the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. Let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers' current situation. If you look at AD, they could probably do a trade for AD, but you have to realize that the Lakers front office, Rob Pelinka, will want a lot for AD because they got to make up the difference on what they lost to get AD. All right. And if you look at AD's current state, he's going to be AD is a good player, a good solid fundamental player, but he's consistently injured. He's going to always be consistently injured, So that diminished some value to the point where you can't ask a lot in return for AD. You're just going to have to just take what you can take for AD. And why would the Lakers do that at the end of the day? If you look at LeBron James, you don't even know the current future of LeBron James. LeBron James is speculating maybe this could be his last year. Maybe next year would be his last year. He's also talking about how he wants to at least stay in the NBA for his other son to make it in the NBA. So when you don't even know the future of when LeBron James is going to retire, and you got Jeannie Buss, is a LeBron James stan. She's not going to push LeBron James into retirement or tell LeBron James, hey, look, we have to think about the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. That's more important than your longevity in the NBA and staying with the Lakers. Maybe you could probably do it on another team. Jeannie Buss is not going to say that. Rob Pelinka is not going to fix his lips to say that because Rob Pelinka is in a position where he doesn't have a lot of authority or power to execute something like that. They're sort of, hamstrung with LeBron James. And as long as you got LeBron James on your roster, AD or no AD, that's still a 500 team. LeBron James at the age of 40 is still a consistent player. So I don't think, maybe 3 or 4 years down the road, when he's constantly injured, probably, the team could still keep LeBron James on the roster and, just be a team that's heavily depending on the NBA draft, getting a high-level draft pick. But like I said in the beginning of this video, with AD and LeBron James, they're still a 500 team. They're not good enough to contend, to be a contending team or win a title, and they're not that bad as far as getting a high-level draft pick in the top 5 or in the top 10. Okay? A difference maker, particularly in the top 5. A player of that magnitude in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers, a difference maker that you could build a future around. The Los Angeles Lakers are not going to be that bad where they're able to get that particular player unless they make a decision on LeBron James saying, hey, look, this is, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun, LeBron, and you may want to, if you want to continue your longevity in the NBA, you probably gonna have to do it on another team. I don't think, Los Angeles Lakers have reached that point of return. So if you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, they're what they are. They don't have draft picks other teams are clamoring for. They don't have players that they can get multiple draft picks and multiple players for. There's nothing that the front office can do moving forward. You gave away all your valuable pieces and all your valuable players to get where you are right now. D'Lo, I am not a big fan of D'Lo. I didn't think he would be a good fit with the Los Angeles Lakers. They traded D'Lo to the Brooklyn Nets, and D'Lo is having better stats better stats with the Brooklyn Nets than the Los Angeles Lakers. If you look at Russell Westbrook, the Los Angeles Lakers traded him, and everyone thought that it was the end of Russell Westbrook. Away from the Los Angeles Lakers, Russell Westbrook has been a consistent player, particularly for the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are still contending, and they have a possibility of winning a title this year with Russell Westbrook. That's something LeBron couldn't do when he had Russell Westbrook with the Los Angeles Lakers with him and AD. And that team what is way better than the team that the Los Angeles Lakers currently have right now. So you gave away all your draft picks, you gave away your future, not only on AD but other, trading for getting Russell Westbrook. You traded and mortgaged away your future so much where you don't have a future anytime soon. Maybe in the distant future, but not as of right now. And if you look at their roster, they don't have any players that teams are interested in. On top of that, you hired a coach that is learning on the job. I don't know if JJ Redick is going to be an average coach, a decent coach, or a bad coach. But what I do know is JJ Redick, and I know a lot of people are saying JJ Redick is the reason why the Los Angeles Lakers were struggling. Y'all said the same thing to Darvin Ham last year, that he's the reason why the Los Angeles Lakers were struggling last year. And then Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is the reason why the Los Angeles Lakers are struggling. You know what's a constant, consistent thing with the Los Angeles Lakers? They still have LeBron James. They still have AD. You got AD. You paid way too much to get AD to be traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. And when you look at LeBron James, you're kind of stuck with LeBron James. Jeanie Buss is not going to make the big decision of, look, we need to be concerned about the Los Angeles Lakers' future than LeBron James' longevity. The two cannot coexist. You can't work at these two different types of functions. The Los Angeles Lakers' future should be way more important to Jeanie Buss than the longevity of having LeBron James. And I know LeBron James is a star. He fills seats. Fans love to see LeBron James wear the purple and gold. Makes perfect business sense. But basketball sense, if you want this team to contend or even have a future, like what the Oklahoma City Thunder did. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they traded away Russell Westbrook. They traded away Kevin Durant. They traded away James Harden. They were bad for a few seasons. Let's just say 3 or 4 seasons. They constantly, if you look at the ownership and if you look at what they're doing in OKC, they have rebuilt that roster with a bunch of young guys that are contending for a title today. And they have a bright future down the road. Okay, if you look at it, if you're looking at Oklahoma City Thunder, if you look at the Houston Rockets, you know, they got rid of Russell Westbrook. They got rid of James Harden. They mortgaged those pieces together, and now they have a very competitive roster. And if you look at their future, they too have a bright future down the road. Now, Golden State was 1 foot out, 1 foot in, thinking about the future, but still trying to hold on to Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. Look how that ended up. When you're trying to hold on to your past and also build a future at the same time, it never works. You have to pick one or the other. Either you care about the team's future, or you care about the longevity of players that you have drafted, that have contributed, that have won titles. You had a lot of success with these players in their prime. They're outside of their prime. Now you need to make tough decisions on, look, what are we doing now? And 9 times out of 10, the smarter ones will look at the future of the team, the future of the franchise, before they start thinking about the longevity of a player that is past their prime. Okay? And that's what's going on with the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't see much of a future for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're going to have to completely start from zero. When LeBron James ever figure out when he wants to retire, or if Jeannie Buss make a decision on about LeBron James' longevity with the Los Angeles Lakers, one of those two things have to coexist. And if the Los Angeles Lakers get rid of, if LeBron James either retire or Jeannie Buss wakes up one morning and says, the franchise is more important than one player. We have to move on. We have to turn the page. We have to move on to the next chapter. If we don't, we're not going to have a good future when he does retire. We need to be making these decisions now for our future. I don't think Jeannie Buss is interested in that. I think Jeannie Buss is a fan. She's a fan. She's looking at it from a fan perspective. She's a big-time fan of LeBron James. She's a big-time fan of stars. When her father was here, her father made the right decisions for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kareem could not stay with the Los Angeles Lakers forever. Magic couldn't stay with the Los Angeles Lakers forever. Those Showtime Lakers, at one point, when they're past their prime, it's time to move on and turn the page. And her father did it. He made the tough decisions, and a lot of people gave him a lot of slack for it. But look what happened. He got Shaq and Kobe, and that's turning out to be, he had very successful teams outside the Showtime Lakers. Okay? And Jeannie Buss is going to have to do the same thing. So when the light switch comes on, you're pretty much hostage. You're pretty much held hostage if you are a Los Angeles Lakers fan. Your future depends on whether or not LeBron James wants to continue to play basketball, and that's a crying shame. That is a crying shame for the Los Angeles Lakers. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I got for this. I think at the end of the day, they're going to have to answer the tough decisions. Otherwise, they're going to be looking for another general manager. Otherwise, there's going to be another shakeup with ownership. But hey, it is what it is. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.